Alright, what is up guys? My name is Sean Brown and today I'm going to tell you what's in my camera bag. You can see here, I have my camera bag here. And what's kind of funny is like, I would always look at these videos when I was a kid and like I always wanted a camera, but before I would just use my phone, but now I actually have a real camera. So, and I also got camera equipment and accessories to go with it too, so I needed a camera bag. So, we're going to see what's inside my camera bag. Before I get started, I just want to say that all of the equipment that I list here is going to be in the description from Amazon. Just to let you know, those are affiliate links, so if you buy from it, I get a percentage, but it doesn't charge you anything extra. So if you want to support me that way, that would be super awesome, but everything you need to know will be in my description, so make sure you check that out. But just to get started, this is the Amazon Basics camera bag. So honestly, I think this is a really good camera bag. It's not that cheap. It was like 20 to 30 bucks. You can get it cheaper prices if you look at it used. I got this used and I didn't notice anything that was weird with it. I got used and I think it was like new or in very good condition. So what's good about this, it has a bunch of pouches. They have like side pouches here. You can put something on here like a tripod. You can stretch it in here. They have like another compartment here. They got a bunch of zippers and they got compartments within those zippers. And of course, you have the camera bag that opens. And what's interesting about this is they have adjustable dividers in this. So they have like, I don't know if you can see this, but they have like Velcro. You can pull it and then you can like adjust where you want it. I'm not going to pull it apart right now because I had to make it a certain way to fit some certain equipment in here, but that is a super good plus. So I would definitely recommend this bag if you have a decent amount of camera equipment. And this isn't if you have like a whole bunch. This is like just kind of like a beginner / intermediate filmmaker kind of camera bag, and I like it because it's really light and it doesn't feel heavy whenever I wear this. So the next thing I'm going to go into is I have some cleaning equipment for my lenses. This is the Ritz gear. It came in the bundle that I got for my camera. So I'll have the bundle link down below, but this is just like a little blower to blow the dust off your lens. And I have a lens spray cleaner, a microfiber cloth, and some cleaning tissues, and this little brush thing, which most of the time I don't even use these things unless like I see that my lens is dirty, but it's a super good plus that it just comes with the bundle. Okay, so the next pouch. This is a little different. This is a tripod. It bends, the legs are super bendable. I think this is called the RIF6. This is for my iPhone, so as you can see, you could like stretch my iPhone on this, and this is what I used before when I didn't have my camera. This would be super awesome because I could just like place it anywhere. I could even like wrap it around something and it would like stick on. Sometimes I would like put it on rails, but I would really recommend this tripod. I don't think it's that expensive. The link should be in the description, but seriously, I do recommend this tripod because it held well together. It didn't break anything. You know, you can tilt it back and forth. It's got a ball head on it, and it's just got bendy legs, and it really wasn't that expensive. So if you have your phone and you want a mini tripod that you can put anywhere to film with this, then this is a good option. So definitely look into that. Next thing I have is a Braille skate tool. I actually got this in a giveaway from Braille. So huge shout out to them. This is just, you know, just a basic skate tool. When I go to the skate park, I can just have this with me. And I also have some wax in here from Heaven Skate Wax Co. So definitely huge shout out to Alexis for sending me this. He just sent me like a whole bunch of wax, so huge shout out to him, and I actually use the wax whenever I need it. So that is what's in this pouch. Okay, so next thing we're gonna go into is this is a little slot that I keep here. This also came in the bundle. This is a little SD card holder. It's got 3 slots. You could fit more in here if you stack them because it just kind of stretches like this. But in here I have a 64 gigabyte SD card. That this one came in the bundle. The one I'm using on my camera now, I should also mention the SD card on that is 128 gigs because I just thought like, what if I'm trying to trickling along? It takes a lot of space. Realistically, you're not going to need more than 64 if you're just filming for one day, unless you're like an extreme vlogger. I just bought it just for extra space because I found the 128 gig one for pretty cheap on Amazon, so definitely check that out. And it's got faster transfer speed than this one that came in the bundle. But this one is super awesome. Like, I still use this when I'm not using the 128 gig or anything, or if I like forgot to bring it, I'll have this. You honestly wouldn't need an extra SD card, but I just wanted to be safe. Okay, so now to actually open the camera bag and see what's inside here now. So, start off, I'm going to go off the top on this little top zipper here. What I have in here is a little bag. This has a AA battery in it because my microphone runs off a AA battery. So I just keep extra batteries in here. This is, I think, a Movo cold shoe doubler, and if you don't know what that is, it's like those things where you slide on top of your camera and you can mount things on. Like I have my mic mounted on my camera right now, but this is because I have an LED light in here and I need something that can hold both my mic and LED light at the same time, so this allows you to double it, so that is super helpful. I have all my batteries and chargers for all of the other accessories. So this is, I haven't even opened this yet because my LED light battery is already working when I put it in, but this is the charger for the LED light, the charger for my backup battery for my camera. Both of this, the charger and the extra battery, that came with the bundle. So you get a lot of things in that bundle that I said, and that gave you for a good price. So I would definitely check that out. It'll say like bundle in the description. But I'm actually using the extra battery on my camera right now. So the battery life on it, like you may think, oh, it's off-brand, so it's not gonna be that good, but it's actually really good. Like it lasts super long, so that's a really good plus. This is the actual charger for my camera, and then this is the actual battery. I'm pretty sure this one lasts longer than the backup, but they still last super long. I can film the whole day and I probably won't run out. The only time I run out is like if I've already filmed something and I forgot to charge it and then I go to the skate park. But honestly, just having one backup battery for this is super good. And what's inside these little dividers, I guess the biggest thing I can pull out right now, and I don't know how to pronounce this, but I think it's like Zedio. This is the Z-Grip cam caddy holder, and I use this for my camera whenever I am skating and I need to follow somebody for a line, so I can just mount my camera on this and I can just follow them, you know. And you get that, this is really good for fisheye clips. So honestly, like this is a super really like major thing that you need for skateboarding if you're gonna film it. So definitely look into this if you have a DSLR or a mirrorless and you're filming skateboarding with a fisheye. You definitely need something like this to get smooth footage whenever you're following somebody. I also have a pistol grip stabilizer. So this is the Andor pistol grip stabilizer. I got it used on Amazon. It was super cheap. I don't really notice anything different than a new one. It may just have a few scratches on it, but it's not going to affect the stabilization. And honestly, this is okay. It's not like going to be like a gimbal and just stable your footage crazy, but I think it's good to double grip your camera. So you like this is a mount on your camera, you hold like this, and then I think it's good to double grip it with the other hand. So then like you can get smooth shots and your hand won't be shaky. But one thing I've noticed is if you squeeze this super hard, then it's gonna shake a little bit. So make sure that doesn't happen. And like I was saying before, don't mind this little kind of like ghetto wax paper on it. I just kind of want to make a softbox. But this is a LED light. It's super cheap. I think it's Best Light. It was sold by Newer on Amazon. Again, I think this is pretty good. It's super bright, but like the only bad thing about it is you can't dim it. So it's gonna be super bright, but if you're like in super dark situations, then this really helps. I can show you a few clips here. Alright, what is up guys? I am outside. You cannot see me because I'm not adding any color correction to this. I'm going to turn my light on right now. I have my Movo cold shoe doubler with my mic and my light on at the same time. I'm going to turn my light on now. And now you can see me. Like this is super bright, but yeah, just you can see how much of a good job it does. I'm going to turn it off right now and then I can turn it back on and you can see how bright it is. You can see this little glare off my glasses, but like if you don't have glasses, it's fine. Like it looks pretty good, but the only thing is like it has a glare on glasses. That's the only thing weird about it. But yeah, this light is super good. I just use this so the light isn't like too harsh. I might like do a better job putting it on because it kind of looks kind of ghetto right now. But again, this is a pretty good light. And one thing I don't like about this, it's not about the light, but when I have glasses on, it really reflects off my glasses. So it's not a huge deal, but if you're like, if that's a huge pet peeve to you, then I don't know, that may be annoying for you. But if you don't have glasses, this is super good because I've taken my glasses off and filmed with this, and it's really good, like especially if you're in a dark situation. Okay, so now to get started on lenses. So you guys may have seen some of my other videos for the lenses. I was doing like reviews and tests on them. This right here is the 35mm f1.7 Newer lens, and this is for micro four thirds because my camera's a micro four thirds camera. So I don't know if they have this for like Canon and Nikons, but they have some for Sony and Fujifilm. But honestly, this is just so I can get a really artsy blurry background look, or like get good depth of field on this. And seriously, I think this is a really well built lens. Like it's really solid and stable, and it's really just helped me get more cinematic clips. So I would definitely recommend this lens if you own a Micro Four Thirds, a Sony camera, or a Fujifilm, because this was only like 82 or 83 bucks, and like the equivalent to my camera, it's like 200 something for the name brand lens. So this does a really good job, and it's pretty sharp too. So the second lens that I have, this is my fisheye. It's a Pixco 8mm fisheye. You can see here. Honestly, this is actually a really good fisheye. Like, I'll show some clips here. Boom, you can see just how wide this is. Like, I'm just holding this just like arm's length distance. You can see it's super wide. You can see like almost everything, like left or right. And I look, this is me bringing it as close to my face as possible. It's gonna be super weird, but look, it's like, I'll tell you when I touch my nose on it. I'm only like touching my nose on it right now. I don't know if you heard me, but I said I'm touching my nose on it then. One thing about this, you cannot use a windscreen on this, like a furry windscreen, because it'll show up. But if you have a cam caddy and put the microphone on top of that cam caddy, then you can use it. But just know, like, that's how wide this is, because like the windscreen would be showing right here if I had it on. But yeah, this lens is just super wide. It's not gonna be like, I guess, as wide as some other fisheyes, because it's Micro Four Thirds, so it gets a little cropped. But seriously, this does a really good job of fisheye clips. Like, it doesn't stick out like most fisheye lenses do, but it does the job, and it's decently sharp for its price. I think this was like 70 bucks or a little bit under 80 bucks. It was seriously not that expensive. This is a really good lens for its price. But with that, you can tell it's kind of like Chinese off-brand. So like this lens cap is super bad. You can like knock it off really easily. So you do get what you pay for, but this really does get the job if you're like looking to save money on some lenses. Okay, so those were all the extra things that were in my camera bag. Now to actually talk about what's my actual camera setup. So my camera that I'm using right now that you're seeing, this is being filmed through the Panasonic G7, and honestly I think this is a super good camera. It films 4K. I just use it 1080/60. I haven't even used 4K yet. I don't know how, but yeah, this is like super good, and it wasn't too expensive either. It's like the bundle I got was like 700 or 800. And I know it sounds pretty expensive, but with cameras you don't want to settle, like get like a super cheap camera, because then you're not gonna have that good quality. So you can kind of invest in your camera a little bit. That's probably a smarter idea. What I did is I actually like agreed with my mom to pay for half, but she surprised me for Christmas and just paid for the whole thing. So lucky me, huge shout out to my mom. But yeah, this camera is super awesome. The only bad things about it, I say, is sometimes, this doesn't happen most of the time, but sometimes the autofocus is just a little bit jumpy. It can be jumpy when it's in the dark most of the time, but it's not too bad. The autofocus is really good when it's sunny. I guess it's not too good in low light because it's a Micro Four Thirds camera, so the sensor is just like super small compared to other cameras. But I think this is like one of the sharpest cameras and good for getting cinematic clips, like because they have certain settings where you could make it look more cinematic, and it lowers like the saturation and contrast and stuff, so when you go in post you can color grade it and it just looks way more cinematic. So that is a really good camera, and the lens I have on it right now is the 14 to 42mm kit lens. Honestly, I think that's a super good lens. It came with the bundle. It is super sharp. It zooms. You can do manual or autofocus if you want to, and everything is just with it is super awesome. The autofocus, like, I forgot to say this on the camera, but you can do touchscreen autofocus, which is really important for me, because like if I just need a quick fix or like a certain way to focus smoothly, I can just tap on the screen and it just autofocuses right there. So the mic that I'm using, it is the Takstar SGC 598. You guys may have seen this on YouTube. I think it is honestly the best budget microphone. It came in around like 28 to 30 bucks. I think you can get it used for even cheaper if you really want to, but you can just go ahead and buy it new with Prime shipping. It comes to your house in 2 days if you have Prime. So it does a good job of isolating just what the mic is being pointed at and keeping out background noise. And honestly, I say the mic is best when you have it as close to you as possible, because you get that, like, it's just really rich sound. Like, I'll show some example clips here. Okay guys, so this is just a normal onboard microphone. I don't know if you can tell a difference now, but I'm gonna switch over to the Takstar in a little bit. So this is just me right now talking on the onboard camera microphone. And now I'm using the Takstar SGC 598. You can tell the audio is gonna be a lot more crisp, and you're gonna hear like the bass of my voice since I'm a lot closer to the microphone. You won't notice that. I mean, you can notice the difference when you're sitting down far away, but you'll get the best results when you have the microphone as close to you as possible, like this. But yes, the sound is awesome on the mic. And something else I just got was the newer furry windscreen that goes over the Takstar. It may look a little goofy on it, but I mean, I think it kind of looks somewhat professional. It looks pretty cool, but honestly, it doesn't matter how it looks. It does, I think, a pretty good job of blocking out the wind. Like, it's blowing decently not right now, but it blocked out most of the wind. So I also did some tests, and I'll show those here. Okay, wind is blowing through. Maybe it'll face this way, maybe it'll pick it up. Wind's blowing through for sure. Hopefully you can hear something. I mean, like, I hope you don't hear something, because that'd be good if it doesn't, but the windscreen might do a better job than this. But oh yeah, now the wind's really blowing now. It really, yeah, it's really blowing through right now. It's really blowing. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully that's blocking it out. If it blocks out, that did a good job, because it's like really windy right now. But yeah, so I think the newer furry windscreen was definitely really good. It was only $10, guys. Like, the Rode Dead Cat's like what, 40 or 50 bucks, like, and I think this does the same job, like, if not maybe this much worse. I have no idea, but it does pretty good job of blocking out wind. So I would definitely look into that if you have the Takstar mic. One other tip I have with the Takstar is do not, I mean, you can, but I recommend don't use the 10 decibel boost. People always complain that this microphone has a lot of hissing in it. I experienced this a little bit without the 10 decibel boost, but I've noticed more when I use 10 decibel boost, so I wouldn't recommend that. But if you have a good editing software, you just go in Premiere and use denoiser, and it gets rid of the hiss. And the last thing, I have the camera on a tripod right now, which came in the bundle. Honestly, it is a super good tripod. It's super sturdy. It has a crank on it so you can extend the height of the tripod, and it also has a quick release plate so you can like just put on a camera and take it off really fast. It's just a super awesome tripod, and I think if you paid for it separately, it's about like 20 bucks, which is a really good price for this tripod that you're getting. So I would really recommend it if you're looking for a tripod for your camera. And I guess another thing is, you may or not, I was using my iPhone 6 to film it. Any other secondary footage. Honestly, this is a super good camera. Do not underestimate your phone. I reached like 7,000 or 8,000 subs with just my phone. I didn't get my camera until like Christmas. Honestly, I think the secret is just really focusing on composing your shots and getting really nice angles with this. And if you're filming skateboarding, turn your iPhone 6, if you have an iPhone 6 or above, turn it to 1080/60. You can go through your settings and find it. And seriously, that is just super crucial when filming skateboarding. You can get smooth slow motion, and it just looks a lot cleaner when you're editing and you upload it to YouTube. Okay guys, so that was what's in my camera bag. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and learned a little bit more about the camera equipment that I use. Just remember, you do not need a lot of equipment. You can honestly get really good videos if you just really compose your shots and focus on your angles and just really do a good job of what you're filming. You can have the most expensive equipment and have like the worst videos ever. So don't think it's all about the equipment. These can help if you know how to use them though. So if you wanna get any of the equipment I have, just remember they're in the description. It'll be super awesome if you guys check them out in the description. Seriously, I think all the equipment that I use, it's relatively cheap. I know it's not gonna be like you can just afford everything. You may have to ask your parents if they can buy it or help you buy it. Maybe negotiate with them, however it takes. But I think it just gets the job done well compared to some other name brands. Like I have some name brand equipment, but you don't need name brand everything. Like you can get good footage with some budget items. If that helped you guys, or if you have any other questions, definitely leave a comment below for me. I like check my comments pretty often. Make sure you subscribe. Definitely subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like this video if it was helpful or anything. Like if you just found it entertaining, that would just be super awesome and I would really appreciate it. So like I always say, just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.